How's it going? I'm Lance. I'm going to show you how to use this White Hawk here. So right up front, you got your electric tongue jack. This red button's going to get your light off and on. And the rest is just up and down. You notice you do have some pins that you can adjust down here as well. Just make sure whenever you're hitting the road that those are all the way back up.
I'm so proud of you.
This tab up top here though will pop off. So basically if you lose power to this for whatever reason, you can get a crank inside there and go up or down. And then right behind it, you got your propane. So you got about 7.5 gallons in each. They're both filled. Right here in the center is your regulator, and it has an arrow here. So it's facing me right now. It would be drawing from this tank first. They do automatically transfer if you leave them both open, but I recommend one open, one closed, so you know you have backup. And then right in here, you have your deep cycle maintenance-free battery. So basically, when you're plugged into the vehicle or in a 30 amp, you will be charging. Other than that, whenever you're out off grid somewhere, this will only be running like the lights, the pump, the slide, all the small things like that. Other than that, that's pretty much it up front. Heading this way. The gas grill comes in here, that'll go into the back. This is the crank, so for your electric tongue jack up front, if you lost power, that'll get you up and down. This crank here is the 3/4 inch socket, so basically these are going to go to the stabilizers, and that's what it is for, stabilizing. Don't try and change the tire or anything like that. Get a block of wood or anything similar to that to keep you out of the mud. Other than that, right inside here you have your gas lines, a couple of them, just quick disconnects for your grill, and then your outdoor stove over there on the other side. These lights are all push of a button on the center of the light itself. And then if you're not able to leave this plugged in and you want to save the battery juice, this is your battery disconnect. So all you do is turn the key up, let it hang out, and then that's just killing all the power going to the camper from the battery itself. Heading this way, follow your stickers if you ever get confused. You got a low point drain here, and this one is actually right here, this white valve. And that is how you drain the fresh tank itself. And notice you have another line there, and that is going to be a gray tank. So that valve, once again, follow your stickers. It'll be easier to get to if the slide's closed. And before we get further, can't really open it now, but that's just some more storage over there. But right back here, you have your dump station. So you have that gray line up front in front of the wheels where I showed you, and that'll be for the bathroom up front. And then back here you'll have a gray line. Once again, follow your stickers. So the gray line over here will be for the back kitchen portion, and then the black line here will be for the toilet water. And whenever you're messing with it, it's just pull towards you to open, push to close. With your toilet water, which is the black tank, once again, keep about 5 to 10 gallons of water in the tank at all times with a little bit of chemical. That way anything that goes in there is instantly getting broken down, helping flush it out a lot easier for you. And for whatever reason, if you don't keep up with that, it's just real nasty in your toilet tank. This is going to be your black tank flush. You'll hook up your hose to that, and basically you'll rinse off the inside. So first things first, try and drain out your black tank as best you can. Hook up to there, and then there's a little jet that just sprays everything down on the inside. Right below, this is your city water connection. It'll hook up just like your black tank flush. Do not get these confused. They are labeled. So this one is for clean water. This bypass is filling the tank, and it gets all your water lines pressurized underwater. I do recommend a water regulator for that because it's maxed out at about 65 inside. And then other than that, I did show you the black and gray tank, but this low point drain up here is going to be right here. These red and blue lines with the white valves on them, those are the low point drains running throughout the underbelly, going to all your hot and cold sinks, showers, stuff like that. That light up top there will be controlled from a push of a button inside. This is your cord. It's just that twist half turn to plug in. And then right here, actually, if you have a satellite or your full hookup at a campsite, you'll plug in whatever TV they have to offer, and that'll give you channels throughout the inside. Right here, got our standard sewer hose we give out. I do recommend a more heavy duty one, but that'll be great to get you started. Spare tire back here. And then up top, you have your camera. So basically, you'll just take that monitor. It'll sit inside the vehicle. As long as the running lights are on, You'll have the camera the whole time. The outdoor drill that I showed you in your front compartment is actually going to sit on these two pegs here. That way you can swing it around, do whatever you need to do with it. And then down below, you have your gas line. So basically, you'll plug in the quick disconnect here, and then the valve here is controlling the gas flow. So parallel will lock it in place and give you gas flow. If you're wondering why it's not lit, make sure that is parallel. Ladder here, it is walkable up on the roof. Inside here, you have your outdoor sink, so cutting board, like that. You don't have a drain here, so if this fills up, you do kind of have to take this out, dump it out. Right behind it, you have your light switches in here, so you'll have that little blue night light behind me, and then your regular light. And then this blue slinky hose here will be for either quick disconnect on this side, and then you'll have a spray port up front. Your fridge, you do have a dial 1 through 7 or an off position. If not, if you don't want this in here, take it out. It's just plugged in. It will only work when you are plugged into 30 amp. Your stove top here is another quick disconnect. It'll plug in at the bottom right there, all the way to here, which is the same as that back corner one. Then you'll have a little light switch here, which is basically, it's going to be right under the stairs. There's a little blue light there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. With the stairs here, you know how to work and make sure that door is all the way open. These will just hold on in. You got a little lock right here. Pull back out. You do have adjustments on here. So this pin will pop out, and then basically, it doesn't hit the ground, you want to adjust. But you also want this door to close nice and clean like that. If it starts scraping at the top there, just go lower. Right this way. Your water heater here. So you will have a master control on the inside. But one thing is you will have to make sure that this switch is pushed on whenever you're ready to use it. But as long as that's on, you'll just be able to push it off and on from the inside. Right here, behind your fridge, I recommend leaving it on auto. So basically what that means is we're plugged in, it knows we're plugged in. It'll run on electric. If for whatever reason it came unplugged or lost power, as long as gas is open, it would automatically transfer to gas. But the outlet right here is for the plug-in on the fridge itself, on the left corner. And then right behind this metal panel is where the burner will be. Just try to keep that area as clean as possible. Right below it's the furnace. It does get hot, so be careful what you keep in front of it. And then this one here is how you fill the fresh tank. So on the opposite side is how you drain it with that white valve. Basically, whenever this is done filling, it'll start spewing water out here. And then you'll have some on the other side, but it'll, I think towards your actual drain itself. But when it's shooting water out at you, it's letting you know to shut the water off. Here is going to be the mount the factory sends with the camper itself. So as long as you find a TV that fits the bracket inside, you can take it in or out. And then all the plug-ins right here for your basic TV. Up top, your stovetop vent, which is just two plastic tabs right here, keeping it open and closed until you snap it shut whenever you're done using it so nothing's falling in. And then up top above that are your two speakers for outside, and they will be controlled from the inside of a push of the button. And then we don't have it extended right now, but my suggestion to you is with your awning, you are not physically underneath it, roll it in. All it takes is one bad gust of wind, and there goes your awning. These steps are a little different, just so you know how to work them. These will fold in, and push it. And do the same. Just go out. Just like that. And then inside here, another light that will be controlled from the center of the light itself. But this light switch is going to be for the blue lights up front. And that'll be how you turn those off. You do have a picnic table in here as well. Make sure that it's snapped in place before you hit the road, that way it's not flying around and hitting everything. But other than that, that's pretty much it on the outside, so we'll head on in.